Hey guys. Um Happy Thursday. I wanted to come on here and give everybody a little tip, okay? This is something that I feel is super valuable. At least it was for myself once I learned and kind of started to understand this. And hopefully you'll get it and it'll make some sense, and hopefully allow for a little more calmness to come into your life. All right, so one thing I've learned is one thing about humans, right? Is we tend to be attached to our ideas, okay? And our perceptions and just the way we think the world is, the way we think it should be, what's right and wrong, like that whole polarity, just duality type thing, right? So with knowing that, right, and getting into confrontations with other people, right, when you have like a clash of opinions, different points of view on certain topics, things like that, right? A lot of times we tend to try to enlighten somebody, right, about truth or whatever, give somebody some knowledge, some wisdom, but we do it in a way that isn't very receptive on the other end. And the reason that is because we come from a point where we're almost proving the other person wrong, okay? Problem there is, like, there is no right or wrong. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not right, you're not right. I'm not wrong, you're not wrong. Like, all we have is an idea of what we believe to be right or wrong, okay? There's no hard facts there. Like, it's all opinionated. It's based off of morals and this and that and your upbringing and your like society. The really a big one too is solid deconditioning, but that's a whole different topic. But one thing you'll realize is you don't have to prove people wrong, right? Like, this is my thing. Like, I used to be really bad at this, and I would go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth in arguments on Facebook and stuff over silly stuff that doesn't matter. Just doesn't, right? Like, you can have your reality, you can have your perception, and I can have mine. They don't have to coincide, right? At the end of the day, like, I feel like what's important is if there is a difference in opinions, like, it's okay to share your difference in opinions, and as long as both parties are open and receptive to going, hey, I might be incorrect about something, I might not know all of this, right? And the other person the same, and you go into this conversation with the understanding of that, you're more open to learning and growing and possibly taking something out of it that you never knew, right? But what happens most of the time is the conversation doesn't start open and with love and everything, right? It's instantly about the preconceived ideas and the expectations and all of those different things, and like, it's just our reality in our mind of what we feel like it should be. So what happens, man, is like, you come at somebody and they get pissed off because they feel like you are personally coming at them and discrediting them and like basically telling them, like, what the fuck do you know? And like that's how are you ever gonna get somebody to be receptive when you're telling them, like, no dude, you're wrong? Because if they're still attached to their ideas and you tell them, no, you're wrong, like, you're not telling them that idea is wrong. You're literally, they feel you're personally attacking them and saying you are wrong, right? Like, as a person, people get really upset about things. So I think that's like really important to understand, and don't go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth trying to like prove each other wrong, man. Just let it be. Like, it's okay to have a difference in opinion. It's okay. Like, it's literally, it has to be. Like, we are all here for the universe to experience through us, right? So if we all had the same experience, how lame would that be? Like, the universe would be so bored. So remember that. Like, live your experience, and it's okay if somebody else has a different experience and a different point of view. Try to remember that, hopefully. I know it's not always easy in the moment. Sometimes you might get out of it and go, oh shit, I was acting like an idiot. I probably shouldn't have done that. Don't be mad at yourself, but just try to remember that moving forward. And next time you have those feelings and emotions and stuff rising in a conversation, and you can feel those negative feelings and you start reacting instead of responding, hit the brakes and pause and go, you know what? And you know, sometimes it's actually beneficial to allow the other person to feel they're right, and to give them that, you know, give them what they're looking for, you know, and don't fight them. And then instantly, a lot of times, then people will be receptive, and they might actually open up to you, and now they might be willing to learn something, right? So stop going to prove people wrong. Love you guys.